Welcome students to the next video of sentences. In the last video we learnt about parts of speech. So every word is the basis or basic of a sentence. So now let's move ahead and learn about the parts of a sentence. The definition that we learned in the previous video about sentence was: a sentence is a group of words and expresses a complete thought. We learned that a sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a period or full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. And a sentence has a subject and a predicate. So now in this video I'll be talking about the subject and the predicate. We are going to look into the parts of a sentence. There are various parts of a sentence. So now we will learn about the two main parts of a sentence. And the two main parts of a sentence are a subject and a predicate. Let's look into subject. What is the subject? In simple words, if I say the subject is the doer or a person or thing that performs an action in a sentence. So the subject of a sentence is the person or thing doing the action or being described. In your dictionary, the definition for subject is given as a person or thing that is being discussed, described or dealt with. Discussed, described or dealt with. This is the definition you find in a dictionary. So the first point that we will look into is the subject of a sentence is the person or thing doing the action or being described. So as we look into the examples, you will understand. So a subject of a sentence can be a person or can be a thing, and that person or thing would be doing an action, or that person is described. What is that person in a sentence? For example, Sam broke the glass. Who broke the glass? Sam. So I asked the question, who? So when I asked who broke the glass, I got the answer, Sam. So Sam is the subject. And Sam is the subject of the sentence, and Sam is doing the action. The action is breaking the glass. Second example, Sam is tall. You don't find any action in this sentence. Who is tall? Sam. Who is tall? Sam. Is the verb that is describing Sam. Sam is tall. Sam is the subject of the sentence and Sam is described here. So according to our definition, that first point that we saw is the subject of a sentence is the person or thing doing the action. In the first sentence we saw Sam is doing an action of breaking the glass. Who did the action? Sam. In the second sentence we see Sam is being described. Who is tall? Sam. Sam is described to be tall. So in both the sentences we find the subject to be Sam. So you understood the first point is a subject of a sentence does the action, he is the doer of the action, or the subject is described. So we get more information about that subject. Second point, of a subject. Every sentence must have a verb, and every verb must have a subject. If you want to find the subject, find the verb there in the sentence. So every sentence definitely will have a verb. And we have learned in the previous video what are verbs. Verbs are action doing words, mental actions, and the state of being. What are verbs? Verbs are action words that tells what happens in a sentence. So verbs are words that express physical action, any action in a sentence. Verbs are words that express mental action, thinking, noticing, wishing. And verbs are words that tell us, that expresses state of being, is, are, am, was, were. These are state of being verbs. In other words, you call them as helping verbs. So how do we recognize a subject in a sentence? If you find the verb, you get the subject there. Every sentence must have a verb. Every sentence does have a verb, and that verb will always have the subject. Examples: my wife and I are from Switzerland. The sentence is my wife and I are from Switzerland. Now, first of all, identify the verb here. The verb is state of being, that is are, A-R-E-R. Are is the verb that is describing my wife and I. So, you got the verb there, then that verb has a subject. Before that verb comes the subject, my wife and I. So, my wife and I are the subject. Once again, I'm telling you, every sentence must have a verb. So, in this sentence, the verb is are. Now, are is not a subject. Are is a verb. Before are, you get the subject. Who are from Switzerland? My wife and I. So, my wife and I is the subject of this sentence, because the rest of the sentence is describing about my wife and I. Second sentence: Catherine was a young mother. Again, Catherine was a young mother. Just spot the verb here. The verb is again was. The verb is was, and was will have a verb, and that was is a verb, and that verb has a subject. That who is the subject now? Catherine. So was is describing Catherine. Catherine was a young mother. Next example: the man got the message. Spot the verb here. The main verb is got. Getting is an action, right? To get something is an action. Got is a verb. That got has a subject. Where is the subject? Just before got, you have the subject, the man. Man is the subject here. Next, so second point to identify subject in a sentence is you spot the verb, and that verb will have a subject. The third point to identify the subject or to recognize a subject in a sentence. Third one is the subject of a sentence is a noun or a pronoun and all the modifiers that go with it. Again, the subject of a sentence is a noun or a pronoun and all the modifiers that go with it. So we understand that subject is comprised of a noun and a pronoun, and the modifiers are the adjectives and the adverbs that add meaning to noun or pronoun. Modifiers. Okay, we'll learn more about modifiers later. Just to make you understand, modifier is any word that adds meaning or describes or tells more about the noun or pronoun. And we know adjective modifies noun, adverbs modifies verbs, adjectives or other adverbs. I hope you know the definition for noun. Noun is a name of a place, person, animal, thing, concept, idea or quality. This definition we had learned in the last video. So if you look into the previous examples, Sam broke the glass. Sam is the subject of the sentence, and Sam is the name of a boy, of a person. It is a noun. Then we see my wife and I. Okay, my wife and I, my are pronouns, right? These are the pronouns, and my wife and I are the subject of the sentence, right? When we read, my wife and I are from Switzerland. Catherine was a young mother. We saw that Catherine is the subject of a sentence, and Catherine is a name of a lady. It is a noun here. So see, the subject of a sentence is a noun or a pronoun. The man got the message. The man is the noun, the name. I will wait for you. I is a pronoun. So we saw that a subject of a sentence is a noun or a pronoun, and the modifiers that go with it. So adjectives and adverbs are modifiers. The fourth point, what is a subject, or how will you recognize a subject in a sentence is, in a sentence has one main subject, which is the subject of the main verb. A sentence will have one main subject, and that subject will have one main verb, and that main verb will have the main subject. That means other than the main subject and main verb, you will also have other verbs and other subjects in a sentence. So in other words, you may have more than one subject in a sentence. Examples, I will just read out sentences. Try to spot these subjects. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. The verb here is sat. Sitting is an action, is a physical action. So sat is the main verb of the sentence. And if sat is the main verb, that main verb must be having the main subject. Where is the main subject? Humpty Dumpty. Ask a question to the rest of the sentence. Who sat on the wall? Humpty Dumpty. So Humpty Dumpty is the main subject of a sentence. You see, sat is the main verb, and the main verb has the subject Humpty Dumpty, and Humpty Dumpty is the main subject of the verb. Second, Humpty Dumpty is a noun, is a name of some person, someone. So that's Humpty Dumpty. Next, Humpty overheard a remark that made his heart leap. Once again, Humpty overheard a remark that made his heart leap. Spot the main verb here. The main verb is overheard, to hear something. Someone was speaking and he overheard. So overheard is the main verb of this sentence. So if overheard is the main verb, then overheard is having the subject. And who is that subject? And what is that subject? Humpty. So Humpty is the main subject of the entire sentence. And main verb is overheard, right? So main verb. Once again, I want to repeat, verb is not the part of subject. subject will only have noun or pronoun. Subject will not have verb. Verb doesn't come in subject. Then why we are spotting verb? To find subject. To find subject, we have to identify the main verb. Then easily we can get the subject of a sentence. Now, in this sentence, Humpty overheard a remark that made his heart leap. So in this entire sentence, the main subject is Humpty and the main verb is overheard. But other than these, you have other subject and verb. Let's find out. So, one more verb you find. You see one more verb there, made. M-A-D-E, made. Made is one more verb. And that made has the subject. What is that subject? That. So other than the main verb and main subject you have, that also one more subject you have. Okay. So a sentence can contain more than one subject. But a sentence will always have the main subject. We are learning about subjects here. One more example. The rose is red. Now, in order to find the subject, the first step is find the verb here. Where is the verb? The rose is red. Where is the verb? Is. Is the verb. We saw that. Is the verb, and if is the verb, then that is having one subject. Where is the subject? The rose. So the rose is the main subject, right? And is the main verb. The rose is red, which is growing in the garden. Again, the rose is red. Again, the main verb is, and the main subject is the rose. The rose is the subject of a sentence. But there is one more verb and one more, is growing. Is growing is another verb, and is growing is another verb, and you have another subject there, which. But the main verb is, and main subject is the rose. The entire sentence is speaking about subject, the subject. So, what is red? The rose. So, we ask this question, who or what, to the rest of the sentence, and we get the subject here. Understood? So, we saw 4 things about subject. A subject is a person or thing who does the action in a sentence. So first point we saw is a subject of a sentence is a person or thing doing an action or being described. That is the first point we saw. Second point we saw that every sentence must have a verb, and that verb must have a subject. In order to spot the subject, spot the verb first. Third point, the subject of a sentence is a noun or a pronoun. A subject will always be a noun or a pronoun. And the fourth point is there can be more than one subject and more than one verb in a sentence. But there will be main verb and main subject. And we saw few examples here. Now, let us move to the next important part of a sentence. So, first part is the subject and the second is the predicate. What is predicate? The predicate is a part of a sentence or clause that tells us what the subject does or what the subject is. Once again, I repeat, the predicate of a sentence is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject does or what the subject is. The next part, that describes about the subject is the predicate. The part that tells what the subject is, like the rose is red. Is red is the predicate. The rose is the subject. So the rose is red. So it has two parts. The rose subject, the next part is the rest of the part is the predicate. Now if you know the subject, it's very easy to find the predicate. Predicate in a sentence contains a verb and any object or modifier. We saw in subject, we see that there is a noun or a pronoun. But in predicate, you find the verb. Okay, so a predicate in a sentence has a verb, any object or a modifier. Examples: he reads. A very simple sentence I'll take: he reads. Reads is the verb here, and the reads is having the subject he. He is the subject. Reads becomes the predicate. He reads the book. Same. The subject is he, the pronoun. He is a pronoun. Reads the book is the predicate. He reads the book in the park. Again, he is still the subject. Nothing has changed. Reads the book in the park is the predicate. And all the three sentences you see: reads, reads, reads. These are verbs. And predicate must have a verb. So far I explained to you what is a subject and what is a predicate. Thank you.